It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Ben's looking cute.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Chicago Bears and the London Black Knights. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They begin the drive with Williams. And Salute, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Hey, full fury.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Shoves him away. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So this game of our, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yellow, go. Hey, red. Go red. Black shot.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense for the Bears, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
White. Yellow.
And Lance now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
White, 6, 7. White, blue. Field, black. Smash, red. Field, blue.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, and he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Williams to start the drive. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building anymore.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when, when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
21-0 our score after one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 157 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth puts it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on first and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On play action, Lance. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Black Knights are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Fields now to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They try the left side here with Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Play action. It's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
6, 7.
Throwing his Lance on third down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Slide blue. Field black. Smash red. Field blue.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Blue stripe. Red, yellow.
Here's Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A final shot before half for Lance. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now this throw caught left side, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, Lance. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Yellow, blue, light blue.
Play action, now it's Lance. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Lance again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Chicago. Javonte Williams with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Lance now on first down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Here we go. Here we go. Blue strike. Red, yellow. Red, cycle.
Again, it's Lance. Complete, it's Dotson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Lance to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
White. Ready?
The Lance going to throw. Able to connect with Dotson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.